Listen, let me tell you something. I don't know what you guys are doing here with One Shot, but we need to get some of this sponsorship money, Phil. We don't have this shit in fucking DP show, you know? I don't know. What are you doing? Do something.
So the,
Start vaping disposable.
so the microphone got to be a little bit. No, it's
No,
good.
it's good. It's perfect. It's perfect.
The headphones are new too.
Yeah. I mean,
Whoa, that was close.
No wonder they fired him from Metallica.
Careful.
yeah. Well, it's hardware. It's not a big deal.
It's very difficult. Are you very difficult to cater to, David?
Yes.
Yeah. I need my green peas at lunch.
Yes.
Yeah, with the sparkling water, but
Yes.
not too salty.
Not too salty?
Do you have
Yeah,
somebody
not
like
too
a
salty.
Dimitri to take care of you?
I don't know. Yeah, of course I have to.
As well.
Two. He has two.
Yeah, I have two carers. I have Juliette, which is for me.
Juliette, I'm sorry about anything that we're gonna do here.
Juliette.
But I came prepared.
Juliette,
this
do you
time.
have daddy issues?
She does. She will after the show.
You will. Yeah. Soon.
I'll be strong.
Did I tell you ever the story, David?
Wait, can we go live first?
No.
We're live already.
Are
Yeah,
we?
since 15 minutes.
So listen.
Well, wait a second. If we've been live, we haven't done a shot yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hold on. Before we get into the
Go
shot.
ahead.
The rules have changed.
Oh, we can't do shots?
Yes.
Okay.
We can, but the rules have changed.
Oh, there's rules.
You see these mics?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're sponsored by O'Donnell.
Oh.
And the problem is they don't want to sponsor the show unless they say we drink all three of these bottles using only this cup.
Wow.
So
Wait
yeah.
a second. We got to do all three bottles during the show.
Yes.
I don't know.
That's I mean, I'm up for a challenge, I'm not a quitter, you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot.
At most, we've done a bottle and a half.
We've done
Yes.
two already.
We've done two?
Yeah.
Well, are we going to get started, or are you just going to keep promoting the
No,
bottle?
but I mean, I needed to present this to get the money from
Okay.
from
Oh, I
O'Donnell.
understand.
Do you want us to do it? Do you want us to suck on
here,
them,
let
lick
me-
on the
let me-
bottles?
let me hold the
We'll do
bottle.
anything you want to.
Let me hold the bottle, and we'll promote it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
go ahead. Do the
Okay.
promotion for O'Donnell.
The number
Very
one
important.
best-selling alcohol at Vapexpo. Which camera are we on? Do you know?
There's only one camera in front of you, Phil.
There's
It's right
four.
there.
There's another camera right there.
Yeah,
There's
right
another
there.
camera.
They're all
right there.
recording. They're all recording.
But
All
I'm
of
just
them.
saying. I said which camera, and you
This
said
one.
this one. Like I'm supposed to know that.
I know that.
But there's
I knew
another
that.
camera there, and there's another camera.
I
there.
knew
This one
that.
is the wide
And
angle
you know, not for nothing, but I brought these fans for me, and you took one fan and you aimed it at you right
Yeah,
away.
but
you saw what happened the last time. I came prepared. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know what
It's
happened.
gonna
the
be
last
worse
time.
than the last time.
it was bad last time.
It was
It-
bad. I
it's
don't
gonna
know
be worse.
what my problem.
So can I
was,
ask you?
but- Well, I know what my problem is. And
I can start the list now if you want to,
What
but we
happened-
only have an hour to do this.
what
show,
happened
so-
with the pour spouts?
Well,
Remember
there was a budget cut due to COVID-19.
Yeah.
I just
So-
promoted.
COVID, as
COVID.
Patrick says.
COVID-19.
COVID-19.
I just promoted them, and now we don't have a pour spout.
Yeah.
I'm afraid
And
that I might.
it's gonna be messy. That's why we have the towels, and that's why we have the shots, the match shots as well.
Hold on,
So
please.
you can.
Okay, I
Oh
got it.
boy, this is gonna be a disaster.
Yeah, this one is gonna be. It's gonna be long
look,
and it's gonna be hard.
Look.
It's gonna be long and it's gonna be hard.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
David's describing himself again. Okay.
No,
David,
I was
we
just
can't all be
merely
privileged like
describing
you,
the show.
buddy. You know, God was good to you. We can't
was
all be
good to you.
privileged, you know?
I'm not that privileged. Come on.
So I have to tell you this story. I'm just gonna get into it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, let's do a shot first.
Got it. Okay.
Well, I guess.
Here we go again.
I'm having deja vu. I know why the word deja vu is French, because I'm having it right
is.
now.
Yeah, here we
Yes,
go again.
cheers.
We invented it for a reason.
Yes, I know.
We're sorry for anything that happens from this moment on.
Yeah.
Smells
I'm
delicious.
David, and this is my third shot.
That was a big shot.
That was a big shot. Boy,
It's almost a glass, huh?
this almost tastes as sweet as a Chinese disposable. Almost. Almost.
It's not iced though. Get some ice cubes.
I mean, it's savory. It's like, we vape savory flavors all day. So
David, you know the rules. Pass that empty cup back to me as soon
know,
as
I know.
possible.
Oh,
okay?
that's the rules from the sponsor, O'Donnell's
yeah.
Tough Nut Moonshine.
the number one best-selling moonshine.
Yeah,
At Bob
this
Expo.
one is the sticky toffee, by the way. It's a toffee.
It's good.
I don't.
As
I'm
the
not,
name
it's
implies.
not the apple one though.
No, we run out of apple
That's
juice.
bullshit.
I'm
I'm leaving
serious.
right now.
That-
I'm out.
Nobody
I'm out.
told us that
Stamp
before
my
we sat
passport.
down.
I am gone.
You drank all the reserve,
Nobody
and
told
you
us
know
that.
it perfectly.
So
Let's not bring that up.
before we get into this, when you said I have two assistants,
Yes, which is completely untrue.
this story I'm about to tell you is 100% true.
Go ahead.
we were in China and we went to go get a massage. Before anybody says anything,
That could
it's a therapeutic massage.
Okay,
it's,
so it's the real massage.
it's me,
okay.
it's George and Phil.
Are you sure Tao was?
And no, Tao was not. It was
Okay.
me, George, and Phil.
Okay.
And they have this place that it's really nice. You go inside, you get a whole room, all three guys inside, and they do rocks, they do cups, they do hot iron. They
Shit, I know where the story's
They
going.
they cut your nails, they clean your ears. I mean, it's full man service.
Yeah.
But it's legit. It's not like, happy
Yeah,
ending.
It's not the
just-
happy ending,
It's
but
not.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a legit, and it's really
legit,
nice.
It's a good massage. Yeah.
You spend there 2 hours, you drink tea,
Yeah, I
and
know.
you leave.
I know where it's going.
Feel like $1 million.
I feel you went to the dry cleaner the way you're telling it.
No,
They
no.
iron you, they fold you.
yes. That's
And it smell
that's how you feel when you get done.
Here it comes.
So we go inside. The girls come inside. I'm sitting in the middle table. George is sitting on this table.
Yep.
Phil's sitting on this table.
Yep.
We're drinking our tea. We lay on our stomachs, and the girls start massaging your back. They put a little oil in your back, and they start massaging.
Yes.
About 10 minutes in, I raise my head up, from the massage table. It has a hole,
Yeah.
and I look to my right where Phil is, and this poor little Chinese girl. I mean, she might have been 32 kilos combined, right? She is, just sweating and just. And
She said
I look
had-
at her. I said,
What is she doing? What is this motion?
"No,
It's
she's like
No, no,
massage.
it's not that.
is she
they
sweeping
put like
the floor or something?
no, they put the elbow and they do
Oh, yeah.
massage.
They're very hard. It's fur. I mean, like you think that you would leave a massage feeling like $1 million.
Yeah.
No, you leave the massage and it hurts. Everything hurts because
Yeah, I know.
it's like a deep tissue.
It's
massage.
Chinese
No,
machine.
no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Wait.
But wait. Yeah, I know.
Again, he's not telling the story correctly.
Yeah, I know.
Because they ask you, do you want it hard? And if it's too hard, say something.
Yeah.
But Phil, of
In
course,
Chinese.
is a tough guy, so he doesn't want to,
I'm not gonna-
this Chinese girl to know that it's too tough. So
I'm not
he
gonna
sits
tell her
there
that.
and he takes it like a man.
Like a man. Yeah, like
right.
you should.
So back to the story.
Absolutely.
I'm with you, Phil.
I
Yeah,
look
I'm
at this girl, David, and she had the look of pain on her face.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid. I pick up on it immediately. As this girl, she's
And she's
working with
groaning,
all
too.
this,
She's-
this stud,
All this.
big muscle. And
You can hear
you can tell
It describes
this
you
poor-
as all this.
she's working and
just so
she's
you know.
sweating, and I start laughing. I was like, this is not good.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Interruption from our sponsor, O'Donnell, right here.
No good.
That's a problem with the sponsor. Oh yeah, that's
It's okay.
for yeah. Okay. Florent, can you show
Okay.
the Coca at the camera? Can you show the Coca-Cola at the camera? It's a sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, take your time. It's
Take
okay.
your time. Yeah.
fuck, they
okay.
got Coca-Cola
Sponsored by-
sponsors?
Yeah, we have.
Unbelievable.
So-
all of them.
I immediately pick up on it. This poor girl, she's running out of breath. She cannot keep up
So
with
refreshing.
the mountains of muscle that are Phil Busardo.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, she gets up, she goes, picks up the phone, says something in Chinese. I swear to you, David,
Yeah.
I swear to you, I turned to George and I said, is she asking for help? And George said, yeah, she's asking for help. 2 minutes later, another girl walks in,
Wow.
and both of them now get on Phil. Like,
Because
this is how muscular
that's
and
what's
sexy Phil
required
is.
to get
He
in
could
those-
not have one girl.
yeah.
It took two girls
Of course.
to massage Phil's glamorous, voluptuous,
That's what I love about China.
creamy, robust body.
That's what I love
The,
about China.
the problem is, I think 2 is not enough. Still, should have been 3.
It should have been 3.
Yeah.
Or perhaps 4.
Yeah.
Like one on each shoulder, one on each leg.
Yeah, there you
hey,
go.
hey, easy,
I
easy,
mean, yeah.
easy.
Cheers to Chinese massages.
Cheers to the Chinese massage.
Yes,
You
that
see
poor
it?
girl. She probably quit after that day. She
Yes.
probably never went back to work.
That's shot number 2.
You know, I was thinking about this. Okay, maybe we'll go here for a 2nd
Mhm.
because you never know where we're going to go on these interviews.
No, we don't.
So like,
We
what-
just know that we're gonna have to finish all of this.
at the Chinese
boy.
massage when the Chinese girl says, "Oh, such big muscles," like that makes you feel good, right?
Yeah.
And like sometimes in China, when you take your pants off, and it's like, "Oh," that makes me feel good. What I'm afraid of though is like if you took your pants off in China,
Yeah,
they'd
they
probably
run.
they would run.
You run away.
They would run far.
far from here. I didn't actually because in China it's severely prosecuted. This
Yeah, so you shouldn't do that.
Prostitution is very,
That's what, David?
and it's a tourist trap as well. I've been warned of that the day I arrived in China, actually.
Oh,
That
you fell on a
shouldn't-
tourist trap?
you shouldn't answer to the girls who solicit you on the streets,
Yes, of course.
because most of
Well,
the
not the
time
streets.
they work with the authorities.
Yes, yes.
So they drag you into a hotel room, promising you something that's
Yeah.
not going to happen.
You went, obviously.
and then once you're in,
you know the story very well.
you
so-
understand the
yeah,
story.
I've been there.
Yeah, of course.
I've lived there for long. But when you're in a country, you have to know,
Do
you
they
have to live by the rules.
do they like your hair in China? When they see your hair,
I was too tall. I was scary to most people.
scary. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was just scary. I was not sexy or appealing to anyone.
I remember
because I
we
was
were
too
we
tall.
were in a Chinese factory once, and I forgot why. Dimitris screamed. He yelled for I forgot for what reason, and it must have been like Godzilla. You're like, ah! Everybody ran. They all ran. It was like frightening for them.
Yeah, especially in
Did
the
you
south
just
of
move that
China,
closer?
the
That
small
fan's good,
people.
right?
Yeah, it's pretty
It's a
good.
good fan.
It's a good idea.
I mean, you brought your fans on the show.
This
And
is my
that's
fans.
the
This is
premiere.
our fans.
Well,
And you have
I mean,
around the neck fan.
I have this one too, just in case it gets really
if,
weird.
if Faraday is interested to sponsoring One Shot Media, maybe
I
we get
mean,
some
I put
fans.
this on-
into
there's a
it.
switch. over
Usually
here
we don't
somewhere.
feature products that are not sponsor of the
And
show,
look at
but
that.
That's right.
we'll let it slide.
I
for
am
once.
enticing
Look
them
at
to
that.
sponsor maybe next year and have
Okay.
some fans in here.
Okay.
Oh, I
we'll
think
have
you can
some-
hear that in the microphone.
Why is it so hot in here?
I heard-
because you are hot.
No.
Obviously, two
Yeah.
hot
No,
guys,
Yeah.
three
I
hot
heard,
guys
listen,
in a
listen.
room.
I heard that because there's this show and then there's the CBD show going on next door, right?
Yeah.
And I heard it's nice and cool over there. What the
Well,
hell?
Because vaping is hot. That's it.
You think
That's
maybe it's all the
Maybe
vapor in the
everybody's
air?
just-
Three of the hottest guys in vaping.
This
in
is
the
true.
same
Maybe.
room,
This is
and
true.
one hot girl.
This is
Maybe.
the only truth you're going to hear at this show. Is that just
Maybe
that
the
statement.
vapor is creating a greenhouse effect.
Probably.
That could be it.
Yeah. Probably.
Or maybe everybody's just high next door. Nobody cares.
Yeah, it's-
You know what I mean?
it
That
could be it, too.
That could be another.
Here's to being high next door.
Oh boy.
Alrighty then.
Here we go.
This is not gonna end
feels
well.
Right. I mean,
Cheers.
if we're gonna down these 3 bottles.
I don't
This
think
is very sweet.
it's very very sweet.
This can't be low cal.
No,
No.
it's full cal.
Yeah, I don't think I can do 3 of those.
I
You
don't-
know, I mean, I just don't.
Don't worry. The next one is a delicious red fruit flavor.
I will say this. This
And
is
it's
very
a-
good.
a
This is very
tad bit
good.
Acidic.
This is very good. The apple goes down easier.
Yeah, if it's like
Am
a
I right?
custard
Am I right?
vape.
Am I right?
You're absolutely right. It's like a custard vape. Like I can do like 10 minutes of a custard vape, and then I get it's just too much.
I feel like we should have ice cream with this.
Yes.
Pour this over some ice
Oh
cream. That'd
my
be
God,
very
it'd
nice.
delicious.
I mean,
And by the way, these paper cups are not going to make it through all 3 of those. They're going to
not.
fall apart.
They're already
I mean,
getting a little mushy. This is,
that's-
and, oh, please don't talk about paper straws with Dimitri.
I get
He's
very
got a
very upset.
He's
Very,
got a
very
thing
upset.
about paper.
What-
Oh, he does
what's
not
the-
like
what's the
paper
problem?
straws.
Oh, yeah.
Because
they're rubbish. They don't work.
yeah, they don't work.
They fall apart.
And in Greece, they serve you with a paper straw in a plastic cup. Like, what's
That's
the point of that?
ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
man.
Like, at least let me enjoy my fucking coffee. If the environment, dies, it dies. At least let
Do
me
you
have my
know-
coffee.
Do you know I've seen a paper
why
straw
do you
wrapped
drink
in
your
plastic?
coffee with a paper straw though?
Because we drink iced coffee.
different
in
kind of
Greece.
coffee.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Freddo cappuccino, Freddo espresso.
It's
you
very
know.
good. It's very good.
It's
and that's
cold.
coming from an
And
Italian.
it's very good. Very good.
Are you
So-
Italian? You're not. You're Greek.
Shit.
No, I said that's coming from an Italian. I'm saying, as an Italian, I could say his coffee is very good. It's really good.
Oh, you like the big one, the big coffee with the latte
yeah, I like the
inside?
big one. Dave, thank
You're
you.
not Italian. You're American.
No, well, I'm an Italian American. Yeah. I can say
You know what I like
that.
about David? He never lets us forget how big his
No,
thing
it,
is.
it
Like he
brings
always
it up
brings
all
it
the
up.
time.
Always makes references to it. Are we going to talk anything about vaping? Or are we just
Yeah,
gonna
I
talk
mean,
about...
I was about to raise
Yeah.
the question. Don't
Yeah,
you
but
have
yeah.
anything to sell? I mean, how are you going to pay the bill?
Yeah,
course
we haven't
we do.
used Light Top. It's really good. Top airflow.
There we go.
So,
All
there
right,
you go.
moving on.
back to the Chinese massage. What I've noticed
That was
is,
short.
No. So I can't remember on the last show. Did we talk about the slide top?
we
I'm
did.
not sure we
We
did.
did.
I think we
don't
did.
remember the last show. To
Well,
be
because
honest.
we've been releasing it now for a year and a half,
Yeah.
so that's
Yes.
not that bad. We finally have it out. But see, I can't remember if we talked about this too. The tank was ready. The tank has been ready for a long time.
Yeah.
But Innokin held the tank back because they wanted to release the new Coolfire Z60 at the same time as the tank.
Yeah.
So it put us kind of in a weird situation because we've been talking about this tank for about a year and a half.
Yeah, well, we really promoted it the last 6 months.
Yeah.
But it was we actually showed it at the Lil show.
I suggest while we're talking serious to not drink this delicious red fruit moonshine And I would suggest as well to Juliette not to bring us some more cups. That would be a bad idea. do that.
In other words, I think what he's asking for is more cups.
I like how he uses reverse psychology on you, Juliet. She definitely has that issue.
And
I no doubt in my mind.
Can you do me a favor though? At least when we're promoting Innokin, can you just stop promoting just for like 5 minutes, okay?
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
we can. You can turn the bottle slightly.
No, it's okay. We'll do that.
You can do that.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
So
Not
anyway,
really a sponsor, by the way.
now finally the device is ready. The tank is ready. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry about David.
And the kit is ready, right? So the device is available on its own. The device is available with the tank, and the tank is available on its own too.
Okay.
Right?
Will it come with that fantastic driptych that you have on?
No, sorry.
I will not.
That's your driptych. That's your
That is
personal.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you why. Because I like long tips in my mouth.
And we said we were talking
No,
about
I
vaping,
do.
huh?
I do. I enjoy longer drip tips. I do feel that they enhance the vape. They enhance the throat hit. I
That's
like
what
the
she
overall
said.
experience.
Yeah.
Of a
I
longer
get
mouth.
it. It's a smoker thing.
It is. I think it is. It is.
Cigarettes and yeah.
And I understand. I mean, we package shorter tips because that's kind of the trend. That's what you see. But personally, I don't like when I'm using a device. I don't like my mouth to be on the device or on the
touching
tank.
your lips, touching the top of the atomizer.
Yeah.
I'm on the same boat as you for this. But this is long enough for me because when I was a smoker, I used to have my cigarette
Just tip.
Just
Yeah.
inside. Yeah.
right on the border of my lips. I didn't
Yeah.
put it in my mouth behind my teeth, and I know some
Yeah.
people do that,
Yeah.
but I didn't do that.
So
Did
so I'll break in here and get serious for just a second.
Go ahead.
We do sincerely appreciate the French market. To anybody who's watching, if you can understand the English, we get a lot of love from the French market. We get a lot of support. We get a lot of buyers. A lot of people carry our products. Just walking around the show, we see a lot of people using a Slide or a Zenith, and that makes us feel really good.
It really does.
It really does.
It makes us feel. I'm sorry to interrupt. It makes us feel like so much more welcome here than where we come from. Like we don't get this love in the United States.
And see, like, Dimitri, when he says where he comes from, obviously he comes from Greece and America, right?
Yeah.
And when he's in Greece, he sees that same kind of love, and he sees the people using the products. But me in America, I don't see any of it, right? It's very,
We're gonna
very
talk about
hard.
that.
Yeah, it's very, very hard to see and get the support in the States. But so I am super appreciative for the support that we get here on the products, and we're glad that you like them. We're glad that you're using them. And if there's anything that we can do to make them better for you, just contact. You can contact us directly,
Yes.
and we'll take your comments into consideration for future products.
We had a huge pre-sale. The pre-orders for this light top, close to 200,000 tanks just in the French market alone is just it's just an amazing number. This will be technically our 4th production tank with Innokin. Everything else is sold in the millions, and we're hoping the same thing for this. What we did with this light top, we try to make a sexier looking tank, something that kind of looks like an RTA with a straight glass, which is the way that I like it. It just looks a little bit more elegant.
It looks the par, huh?
Yeah.
It does. It looks like a high end.
And it was the first tank that we did, and I think Innokin has done with top airflow. Well, Innokin has had a top airflow tank before, but the first in the Z coil series that offers top airflow. More so because we didn't have it in our portfolio. It's something I was missing. Also, we needed to give this Slide more airflow for the 0.3 ohm coil, which is taking a lot of momentum, and it's a RDL coil, so it needs more airflow.
Well, it's at the cost of the capacity of the tank, obviously, with the chimney and all that.
A little bit.
But,
So without the bubble, it's around 2 mil. Okay. But
Okay.
we are selling ourselves short with the bubble because we're calling it a 3 mil with the bubble glass.
yeah.
But I have measured it, and it is just under 4 mil.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean,
It
you
doubles.
can really call it 4 mil.
Right. But having the top airflow, I think that's a move that everybody's going towards. I've seen that a lot in vaping, and especially in hardware manufacturers going to top airflow to reduce the leaking problem, which is,
Yes.
when you think about it, obvious, but it causes another problem that you might, I'm sure you know about, but it's the speedback.
Yes.
Because if you have something
Sure.
that's leaks,
Sure.
it's going to pull down here.
Yeah,
Correct.
and
when
like
you draw
even,
on it.
even what you just said, right? There's a misconception. There's a misconception that bottom tanks leak, but they don't leak. They seep, right? There's a difference. If they're leaking, that's a completely different problem. You fill up the tank, you turn around, and all the liquid leaked out all over the device, all over the table.
That's leaking,
right? Seeping is when you vape, you stop vaping, there's some vapor left in the chamber, it condenses back into liquid, it comes out your airflow. It has to go somewhere.
It has to go somewhere.
So with this one, it does go somewhere. It goes in the collection. You could call it a collection cup in the base, right? Clean that out a little bit every time you change your coil, you're fine, right? So, this, again, like Dimitris said, it wasn't in our product portfolio. People were asking for it. The confusion between leaking and seepage, it just made sense to add something like this to our product portfolio. And we're releasing it not only as a new tank, but it comes with a new coil too. I'm sorry, we're falling behind a little bit. Here's to the leaking versus
I'm
seepage.
sipping casually. You know?
Are you seeping?
Yeah, I'm gonna sip.
I'm
casually.
sipping casually.
No, fuck you guys. I'm doing shots.
Yeah, I think that what this gives the opportunity to shops, and we've talked to a lot of shop owners here in France, is people that are coming in and buying this as their first tank.
Yeah.
It eliminates even seeping, meaning they're not ever going to see liquid come out the bottom, which sometimes turns off new vapors, right?
It does.
So it's compatible with every Z coil that we have on the market.
New cup.
And we have, of course, the new 0.6 ohm duo mesh technology.
Duo
coil.
Prime.
Yeah,
Duo Prime.
Oh yeah, that's the Duo Prime. That's the stuff you were talking about last time
Yes,
you came.
yes,
So it's
yes.
out now.
It's out. It's out.
It was actually out first in the Z Force tank, right? That was the first coil that had the Duo Prime technology. But now this is the first Z coil that has the technology. And again, if you don't understand that technology, there is a mesh coil on the outside. There's a mesh coil on the inside. The outside coil gets warm, doesn't get hot enough to vaporize the e-liquid. So what that does is it increases the absorption of the cotton, right? So that pulls more e-liquid in, sends it to the inner coil, and that vaporizes the e-liquid, right? So what we're trying to do is three things. We're trying to increase the saturation of the vape, we're trying to increase the flavor of the vape, and we're trying to increase the lifespan of the coil.
And minimize dry hits.
But wait, there's more.
Because
I kind of mean that when I say
but dry hit for a new vapor, again, you always have to think about new people. Dry hit is a turnoff. Like somebody picks it up and they get that burnt cotton taste.
That's it.
And they're like, I'm done.
That's it.
Back to cigarettes.
Yeah.
Right. So with this technology, we're able to avoid that. Another thing that we did with this coil is it's very low power hungry, 9 to 13 watts, which it's a blessing for new vapors because you can put it on a device and get 2 days of it does not need a lot of power. Now, the drawback to this is when you give it to an experienced vapor, and they don't read, the fucking coil that's printed on there 9 to 13 watts. And they're like, oh, this is 0.6. I'm just going to put it at 25 watts. And they take a hit and they burn the coil immediately.
And then they complain too. They complain too. Like,
and it just works with the device. Well, a box
it works with any
device. No.
Any 510.
No. So there's another misconception. There's a misconception that the Fourier technology in the device only works with this coil, and this coil can only take advantage of the Fourier technology. They are completely separate. The coil will work with any device, okay, because of the setup, and the device, the Fourier technology, can benefit any tank and any coil that you put on, right?
Okay.
And
so that's a dual coil, but the two resistances are not equal.
You gave away our trade secret. Wow.
See, now we have to kill you.
So you have a very high resistance on the
outside coil has a higher resistance, but they get power from the same source.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you hit the button, yes, you're getting 13 watts on the inner coil, but you're getting 5 watts on the outside. It's just basically warming up enough to increase the capillary action of the liquid inside. So that's really all it is. Very simple concept. Kind of from the RTAs where we took that idea, but
I wouldn't call it simple. I would call it elegance. That's
I like that. It is much. It is an elegant solution. It really
so
is.
No matter what device you put
because
on.
like one of the things. Okay, as a beginning vapor, I always thought, let's say you start to get flooding, right? I think, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my button, and that's going to boil off all the e-liquid, and it won't flood anymore, right?
Yeah. Well,
but what you actually do is you make the problem worse.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing is you're heating up the coil. And the process of doing that is sucking, more liquid into the coil.
Because you're drying
making it
the
worse.
outside of the coil, and
Exactly
then you're bringing in more
Exactly
liquid.
right. Are we?
Hey, What's for?
All right. So back to
Back to bullshitting now.
we could talk a little bit about the Fourier technology too, but let's
We're gonna be
Let's try this
so
berry. Let's try this
wasted.
berry. Cheers.
yeah, we're trying
Wanna
the
try
berry
the
now.
berry.
We're
We're
on,
trying berry
we're
now.
on
Hang
the
on,
berry.
hang on, hang on.
Hang on. What's the matter? Where are you going? Are you okay? You're all wired up, man.
I'm leaving.
Don't go.
Oh my God, he's changing his.
What happened? This is different. We've never done this before. Aw.
Cheers.
Because I never cheer with Dimitri.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's so
Aw.
sweet.
Wow.
You don't have that kind of relationship with him, do you?
You're a good
Only with
man.
me. Don't be jealous.
You're always so far. I can't really, hit the glass,
That,
you know where it comes
that
from?
reminds me of cough medicine. It really does. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but it reminds me of cough medicine, doesn't it?
It's a
I'm
little,
pretty sure it's going to piss off a sponsor.
I'm sorry, but I mean, it's good. It's good.
It's berry. Well, yeah, but
A
sometimes,
lot of people say that, though. But
Well,
after the third or fifth bottle,
but
It doesn't
Dimitri,
really make a difference,
But-
yeah, it doesn't.
Dimitri, you said you're not feeling very well, so
not. I'm
maybe
not.
this will help you.
buddy. I'm not feeling well at all. But I'm toughing it up.
Which is funny because the last time we sat here, I was the one that was not feeling well.
Which one are we going,
we're going.
for?
We're going berry.
We're going berry again.
No, I have an idea.
That's big glasses,
Hey,
man.
Here's
I'm
the-
stacking shots
here's
over
the-
here. Like it's just like a.
Give me the other.
What do you
cup.
want?
Give me the other.
It's like
cup.
a parking.
Let's finish this bottle. I mean,
What?
What is up with that?
What?
This you got it left. In
I'm
there.
trying. Just top it off. What do you? I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I mean, you don't want me to bring up the last appearance you had here. Thank you very much.
No, I don't. I've already brought up the last
All
appearance.
right. So
Yeah.
just be nice.
You have your
I'm not
fans
feeling
on.
well.
That's a good
Okay.
thing. Guys, how is it in for vaping in the US right now? How bad it is?
It's pretty bad. The Department of Justice started enforcing, sending out threatening letters last week for smaller companies that are not, replying to the PMTA requests. So they sent out letters to 5 companies from not the FDA, from the Department of Justice, which is the arm of the law that the FDA uses to enforces.
Yeah.
and-
So it's going to court now.
yeah, it's bad. It's bad. And 5 of the companies that they sent these letters to are not Puff Bars or some of these, fucking jokesters
big
that are
wo-
selling
big names?
millions. Small mom and pops companies that are just trying to help adult Americans quit smoking, and they're being driven to black market or back to cigarettes, which is a
That's
huge
disgusting.
problem.
So sad.
It's disgusting. It's really, really is bad.
So what's coming up? What's the future with that? Because
Black-
I see it from afar, and
Yeah.
every time I hear the Smoker Show, the show that you guys do, I'm just like I'm dumbfounded.
yeah.
I'm like,
I
what
think
the
a lot of
fuck?
people are. A lot of people think about America as like the land of the free, and
It
you
isn't.
know,
It's
but
so
it is no
isn't.
freedom there. There's no freedom. There's no freedom when it comes to stuff that really economically impacts the country. So anything that has
The
to do
tobacco bonds, yeah.
with tobacco, alcohol, pharmaceutical, this is big, big money. I mean, we're talking about money we can't even fathom. So anything that threatens that, there's no freedom for it. What's going to happen? Well, they have already created, the FDA has inadvertently already created a huge black market,
So
people-
it started already.
Yes, it's already started. Yes, and it's really interesting to see the head of the FDA and the head of Center of Tobacco Products on one hand say, vaping is good for smokers, but on the other hand, not allow any products on the market. All right. So on one hand, they're trying to appease and say, okay, well, vaping is better than smoking. But on the other hand, if you don't allow these products to come on the market, you're basically telling people either quit with,
Quit
with
or
what we're
die,
telling you,
basically.
or go back to smoking.
Quit or die.
So it's a huge problem, I think, for American public health. But more so, it's more of a problem of human rights. As American citizens, you should have the right to choose a fruity cereal e-liquid if that is the product that allows you to quit smoking, and not because the government tells you have to use a tobacco pod system from British American Tobacco or Philip Morris, because that's what they're essentially saying. This is the only product that you can use if you want to use vaping, and that's just anti-human right, in my opinion.
That's the
way
ones.
above.
That's the ones that had PMTA, yeah.
Correct. Which has
And-
only been tobacco pods systems, not open
That's
vapor,
it.
just tobacco
There's no
pre-filled pods.
company that's open system with a proper juice and that managed to have the PMTA.
Correct. And there
as of
there
now.
never will be.
There never will
No,
be.
there never will be.
Because you
As it
help
stands now.
companies doing that.
Yes.
And you never succeed in that.
No, I got denied in 682 out of the 800 PMTAs that I filed for Jam Monster and various other companies. We refiled under the synthetic when the synthetic nicotine came. We refiled these applications. We still have some tobacco e-liquid applications pending where we haven't received either a yes or a no. But ultimately, they're going to be rejected as well, too. And when the synthetic nicotine PMTAs are going to be rejected, then we're going to sue them and go to court and, the great American way. But there's under the understanding of what a PMTA is, there is no way an open vapor can get a PMTA because the PMTA, the way that it was designed, it says I have to quit smoking with one product, continue to use the same product to stay off cigarettes, and the company has to be able to show that to the FDA. But that's not how vaping works. You quit with decaying tobacco, but next week you are using peach from another company.
Yeah.
Today you might be using 3 different liquids in a day. So our product does not work in the way that the PMTA is designed for you to submit your product.
The PMTA is designed for the regular vaping companies to fail the
Correct.
test.
Correct. It's
Is
designed
what
for
I'm
big tobacco
understanding.
to win.
Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
Here's to the FDA killing people.
that's
Cheers.
that's
Cheers.
grim.
Cheers. Yeah. It's grim, but it's
grim,
accurate.
but it's true.
Yeah.
It's grim, but it's true.
When you look at a big tobacco company, they take their pod system with tobacco. They can have data that says, my customer used to use Marlboro. He quit smoking Marlboro with this pod system, and now he's using the pod system. And they can show this data to the FDA. There is not one vape company that can say, I have a customer for 10 years. That person quit smoking,
Using my product.
correct, and then continues to stay off cigarettes with the same product. There's no company that can say that.
That's fucking insane.
I don't think there's ever a vapor that has done that, meaning I quit smoking with one liquid and I continue to use this liquid
I know
forever.
I didn't.
I don't think anybody. I think I've ever met anybody.
That's like saying you quit drinking by using just one syrup or one
Yes.
fruit juice,
Yes.
one flavor fruit juice,
Yes.
like apple fruit, let's say,
Yes.
and then never touch another fruit juice.
Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't know. We're not going to quit drinking, but I'm assuming it would be the same. I'm assuming it would be the same.
And what about the public opinion on that? Because it's always a matter of what the public thinks about an issue. Sometimes for
Right.
politicians,
The-
what does the American public think about
the opposition
this
is
injustice?
spending a lot of money into making vaping look bad.
Yeah.
So we can't compete with the media blast that's happening from Bloomberg and these other companies that are coming out saying kids, they're vaping.
Yeah.
There's a new campaign that just came out 2 days ago that has kids like zombies in the school.
I think I saw
Yeah,
that with
yeah.
the worms in
Yes,
the brain
yes,
and
yes,
all
yes.
that,
I
yeah?
mean,
with
yeah.
nicotine.
Look,
This is what we're competing against.
I think if you're not a vapor and you're not a smoker in the United States, vaping looks just as evil as smoking, and we're just a bunch of evil smokers that eventually will die out, and who cares about us, right? I don't think there's anything that differs in people's minds because mainstream media has done such a good job of demonizing vaping, and we as an industry have done such a poor job of educating the mainstream consumer, right?
I want to
And
high five you because we have the same problem.
Yeah,
in
and
France.
I often say this, David, that in the United States, even if everything was okay, so no taxes, no PMTA, no flavor bans, no anything, I think vaping is still in trouble because people don't trust it, because everything they see, everything they read is anti-vaping, right? So unless we can educate and show the truth, we're going to lose. We're going to lose regardless.
There's an effort going on right now from the American Vaping Association, the American Vapor Manufacturers Association. Amanda Wheeler is leading that with Gregory Conley. and they have a bus that's going out. And so we vape, we vote tour,
Yeah.
and they're trying
I
to
saw that.
get politicians to understand what the issue is, and that we can swing an election coming up. But again, we're
But
working.
can you really? I mean, can the American vapor really swing an election?
I think that they possibly could locally. I think in local markets possibly, because the smaller elections, a lot of people don't go vote.
Yeah.
I mean, Americans are just lazy. It's I mean, that's just the truth. So in a smaller election, yes, possibly they can swing an election. I think on a grand scale, it'd be very, very difficult to do.
Doesn't it also doesn't the state association play a big role in that? In at least preventing laws from coming into place.
Yeah, they do. But ultimately, I don't care what the state law is going to do. If federally the Department of Justice comes knocking on your door to bust you down because you're selling non-PMTA flavored liquid, you're going to go out of business.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing now. That they're at that level right now. So
I don't know if you know this, David, but right now I'm vaping watermelon peach. It's the #1 best-selling flavor in the unsalted line. It is.
Yeah.
And normally,
Didn't know that.
Normally, when I say that, I would hold the bottle up and I would show it to the cameras and I would show it to Dimitri and I would show it to you.
Yeah.
But now, not only is watermelon peach the #1 best-selling flavor in the unsalted line,
In the unsalted line. Yeah.
it is the #1 most stolen flavor.
Yes,
in the unsalted. Somebody stole my
his liquid.
bottle.
somebody stole his.
I can't hold the bottle up, but
Damn.
I can assure you it's delicious.
Damn.
And we should do a shot to watermelon peach. The
I
number one
think
best-selling
you
flavor.
agree. But
Yeah, I'm
switching
what
to
are
Barry.
you shutting with?
Berry. I'm
Berry.
on berry,
Berry?
now.
Okay.
The berry delicious.
It's very delicious.
David,
Very delicious.
David doesn't know which one to catch.
Careful, don't.
Yeah, I mean, we have too much.
Maybe this will
I'm
help
doing
with
the
my
full-
cough.
Yeah, it might. I'm doing the full shots with you.
I mean,
I can't.
it's okay. It's okay.
It's pretty hard, the situation in the US for
Yes,
for
it's tough.
vaping.
It's
But
tough.
It's disgusting. I was
let's
just
talk
talking
about blowjobs
I-
for a minute.
Yes, that's my favorite
sounds
subject,
much,
by the way.
much more interesting.
If you would
Yeah.
ask me anything
I
right
was
now,
just
excuse
talking-
me one second.
Go
If
ahead.
you would ask me anything right now, would I rather be doing? It's
Getting
getting a
a blowjob.
blowjob.
It's gonna, yeah.
At any time. Ask me anytime. Well,
I mean-
ask me later.
I mean, the blowjob is like the epiphany of what you want when
It is
when
the-
things go wrong.
The blowjob is the icing on the cake. Cake without icing is no good.
I
That's
mean,
what the
the
blowjob
blowjob is the cake with the icing.
With the icing too,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean,
You
it is
just-
the whole cake.
You just told me the bad blowjob story, though. So I mean,
I did.
you did. You gotta. You know.
You have a
But-
bad blowjob story?
No,
Does that
no,
exist?
No. I'm that's what I'm saying. Even a bad
Is better than
is better than no.
the worst.
I mean,
the
even
best
Yeah.
a
thing,
bad cake is still
Yeah,
still
it's still
cake.
Yeah,
cake,
it's pretty
right?
decent
You know
cake.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
could- The cake could be all messed up, but it still tastes
It's
delicious.
still a cake,
Yes,
you know.
right,
It's still
absolutely,
dessert.
yeah.
Correct.
I mean-
you might find like a little piece of bone in there or
I'm
whatever.
A bone in cake.
I mean,
I
Damn.
apologize over there. Sorry. You
Well,
okay?
she's okay.
Okay.
she tuned out on that one.
Okay.
She's
Um,
really looking forward to it.
Yeah. So which one? The cake?
No, yeah, the interview.
Okay.
But yeah, we talked about this interview before. But I have to prepare physically for this interview.
Really?
It's
Wait, do you like?
first of all, it's riveting. That's number one. Number two, it takes a lot out of us. I mean,
It's sacrifice.
the liver lifespan goes down every time we do an interview with you. But
Yeah.
I love that this has become a tradition, though. I really
It
do.
is it
Because
is.
usually, like, I'll come and talk to you or one of the other one shot guys, and I like, are we going on, or like, what time are we going on? Is that but this time, like, as soon as we walked in the door, you guys are on at 5 o'clock. I'm like, okay, that's great.
I was afraid because you guys had you had a flood in your house.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
It was
not
very
a-
bad. I followed the news and everything, and I was like, "Fuck, man."
Not a thank God there was no flood in the house. Thank God the water level didn't get that high, but it was probably one of the most scary experiences that I've been through, and I hope to never go through it again.
Yeah.
And I was very, very fortunate compared to a lot of the other people in the area who have lost everything.
Yeah.
And now they're starting to have an issue with suicides.
Suicide.
Yeah, I mean,
Damn.
because if you think about it, a lot. Okay, so I'll go
Well,
ahead
you
and play
lose
into
everything.
Dimitri's hands here. A lot of people in Florida, they're a little bit older, right? So you think if you have a 70, 80-year-old person, the only thing they had left was their home and their belongings, right? And now that's gone. They have no family, they have no home, they have no belongings. So it's like they're offing themselves, And
Yeah.
it's really sad. I heard a story from one guy. He had 2 restaurants. He had 3 like bed and breakfasts, right? And it's all gone. Everything he owned is gone. And it's really sad. It's devastating. The devastation there. It's just it's like apocalyptic. And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah. I saw the pictures. It's crazy.
Crazy.
And you had like power outage.
So my power
communication outage as well.
My power was out for a week and a half, which is a miracle that they were able to restore power in a week. We were looking at originally 4 to 8 weeks, and it was only a week and a half. But like the number of line trucks that were there was just mind-boggling, right? I just got internet back a couple days ago.
Which, by the way, can I say, was very tough for him. Like I had to send him naked
All
pictures
of these pics.
No, I had to send him naked pictures of me so he could, he couldn't watch Pornhub for 2 weeks.
Damn.
It was the end of the fucking world. Every day I would get a message.
It's very challenging.
Oh my God, I don't have any internet. Send me any pictures. Send me anything. So I had to sacrifice my body.
At one
him.
point, I told him
that's what a true friend does.
He has a picture. He'll show you. I think I have the picture still too. My internet went on. It was the first morning that it went on, and it was on. It was talk about a tease. 30 minutes, and then it shut down again, and then it was out for like the rest of the day.
Damn.
And he's like, "Oh," he goes, "Did you get to rub one off? Did you get to watch some?" And I said, "No, man." I said I couldn't even get to the lube in time, right? So he's like, "Well, what are you gonna do?" So I said, I got my gun holster on, and I put the lube in the gun holster, and it's ready to go.
It's ready to go. That's cocked and ready in America right there, buddy. That's cocked and ready.
That's
Show
so
it to the camera. Is there a
American.
close-up camera?
That's just an American picture.
Yeah, absolutely.
The lube in a holster.
Absolutely. I was ready to go. I was ready to go. But
Damn,
like
that's crazy.
even water was like 4 or 5 days after,
What do you do when you don't have water?
The pool. The pool, yeah. And even the pool was disgusting because like all the debris and a lot of stuff was in the pool. You can't clean it. You can't run the pool.
It was like a Chinese bathhouse.
Pretty much. So yeah,
he's very lucky though.
But did you get any blowjob during that period?
No, I don't get a blowjob.
That's the worst, I think.
Oh yeah, that was the worst part of it.
Power outage.
110%.
Power outage you can deal with. Communication you can deal with. But
Even no
blowjobs,
food.
man.
Even no food I can deal with.
We're actually joking around. Because like if you haven't had a shower in 4 days, the last thing you would want is oral sex. Like, no, I gotta stay away from that for a little
depends,
while.
You
No,
have
that
fetishes.
depends on nothing.
You have fetishes out there.
Hey, here's to oral sex without showering in 4 days.
Oh,
All right.
absolutely, yeah.
That would be the title of the show: oral sex without washing.
David,
That's love, right?
It wouldn't stop me. I would tell you that right now.
Nothing stops you.
Me, but
to do a blowjob or get one.
Either or. I mean, it's if I had to, I'm a team player.
You are. Buddy.
So
Damn, I like the spirit.
With Phil's situation.
That's a brown one, please.
I was concerned a little bit, but after he told me that things were okay, we started joking around a lot. But if you look at some of the footage from the area there, I mean, it's complete devastation. I mean, the whole infrastructure collapsed, everything. So it was a little bit scary.
But you live in Orlando, so
no.
Cape Coral.
I live
Right
exactly where it hit. Exactly where it hit.
Fort Myers Beach, Cape Coral. That's exactly it. Went in between.
Because my aunt, she lives in Miami.
Yeah, she was okay.
She's fine.
She was pretty much okay.
Yeah.
But it happens a whole lot in this area.
Yes.
On the coast because you have a lot of.
It does, but this one, first of all, it was huge, and it was slow moving. It was very, very slow moving.
Keeps going back to the big one.
So I left my house because I'm in a flood zone A, right? So we were the first ones to get called to evacuate.
The most risky.
So I went to a friend. A friend has a warehouse called Total Music Source, and he was in a flood zone C. Plus, he had, God forbid, if we needed to, we had a second floor to go to. We could have climbed the shelving in the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
But so that's where we were. And
so you have to leave everything.
Yeah.
All your house, your cameras, everything.
Just
the backpack.
Last minute, I pulled like all the cables out of my computers and I put the computers up on the desks, thinking that maybe if the water only goes this high, it won't touch the computers, right? Another thing that you could do is you could take all your paperwork and you put it in either the dishwasher or the washing machine. That's what they tell you to
Because
do.
it's watertight.
Yes, exactly right.
What do you take when you go out of your home and you're betting on the way that everything you're gonna lose?
That's a very good question.
That's a really good question.
What did you take?
The problem was I wasn't prepared for that. So what
Yeah.
I took was myself, my cat, food for the cat, like a change of clothes. I had a suitcase and vapes. Believe it or not, vapes.
Really?
And I'll tell you another story too, because we
What
were gonna
vapes
stay.
did you take?
I will tell you,
Because that's the fucking biggest
I
endorsement
know.
in the world.
we were gonna stay, right? We were gonna stay because there's one couple on the block. They're the coolers, right? So they're like, "Don't worry, everything's gonna be
Oh, yeah.
okay. We're not gonna get flooded. Everything's gonna be okay." And I was at the neighbor's house the morning of the hurricane, having a coffee, thinking everything's okay. We're all gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Then the coolers called up and they said, "We're getting the fuck out of here." And like everybody freaked out. Like at that point, when the coolers are leaving, oh, what are we gonna do? So that's when I threw things together to go to my friend's warehouse to get out of the house. I got halfway there. Now the wind is already blowing at this point.
Yeah.
I get halfway there. I forgot my vapes. I have to turn around. I come back. I grab my devices.
Which device did you grab?
I grabbed
The first one.
the first one was
I know exactly which one he took.
it was my Innokin Chroma Z, the white one with
And
the
MVP.
Zenith and the MVP. I took my MVP 5 because it's got a huge battery and it's got the flashlight on it, right?
Yeah.
So I got that, and of course I got my bottle of watermelon peach, the #1 best-selling flavor.
There you
Right? Can't go anywhere without that.
Can't miss a plug.
So I got that. I get all the way to the warehouse. The warehouse is about 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
I forgot my suitcase because you're not thinking. You're
Yeah. You're
so
panicking.
I turned to my friend Chris, who owns the warehouse, and I said, like, "Do you want to go back to the house?" And he's like, "You know what?" He goes, "I have stuff at my house to get too." So we drove back. Now we're driving in almost hurricane force winds. So the car is like getting blown all over the place. And I'm literally swerving around trees that are coming down, power lines that are coming down. This is no lie, right? We get back to the house. I drop him off at his house, go back to my house, grab my suitcase, which, by the way, even there is a funny story because I remember I put my suitcase in the kitchen and it's not there. Because I'm like, my mind is going crazy. And I took the suitcase out of the kitchen and I put it in the garage, getting it ready to go in the car, and I fucking forgot it there.
Yeah.
So I got it, threw it in the car. I drove to his
Old
house.
age.
When I'm driving to his house again, tree down, I got to go in somebody else's yard to get around from the tree.
Wow.
I get to his house, and now we're driving. I hydroplane the Jeep. It almost goes sideways into a curb, and we get back to his his warehouse, and the warehouse. I'm not sure where I would have felt more comfortable, in my house or the warehouse. The warehouse is a big metal building, right? And it's broken into 3 different sections. It's got the retail space, the warehouse space, and the office space.
Is it a vaping warehouse?
No. This is a music warehouse.
Music,
warehouse.
like guitars, amps, and stuff.
So
Damn.
they invited anybody who was afraid, anybody who wanted to get away there. So there were 17 people there, 7 dogs, 1 cat, 1 rabbit. Place fucking
Oh, yo.
stuffed.
It was the
so
Noah's
stinky.
Ark.
It was
basically.
Noah's
That's
Ark.
what it was. That's what it was.
They had all the kids in the office area because the office was a building inside of a building. I was in the retail space and other people were in the warehouse. You could hear everything. Like it just sounded like a freight train all day long. It went from about 11 o'clock in the morning till about 9 o'clock at night, to the point where we were like, just
Please stop.
like, please, like enough.
yeah.
And I like to give you an idea of how it hit, the eye came over us. All of a sudden, it just got really calm. Sun came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
The eye of the tornado.
the eye of the hurricane.
The eye of the
And they
hurricane, yeah.
took the dogs out to walk the dogs. We called people. They said, "Look, if you want to make it to the warehouse, now's the time to tell them. But you have to go now. You have to go now." And then, sure enough, the back end came in. The back end was worse than the front end. It just howled. And all day long, we're battling leaks from the roof because the rain is hitting so hard. It's dripping all over the equipment, the musical equipment.
So
and then
did
it was
you
about,
help? For,
Oh, of course I did. I was there helping
You
out.
had like buckets and stuff.
Buckets and anything we could find. And then at about 5 o'clock, boom. It was the satellite dish tore off of the ceiling and rolled across the roof. And as it rolled across the roof, it put more holes in the roof all the way through. So it went from drips to like pouring.
Oh yeah.
It was just, and then like the next day, you know, it was still a little bit windy, but you're driving home and you're driving through the devastation. They don't want you to drive. There's no street lights. There's no traffic lights. Traffic lights are in the road. You're driving, you know, and you turn the corner and you're like, my God, what is my house going to look like? What is my house going to look like?
Damn.
Please let it be okay. Please let it be okay. And, you know, and you see it and it's standing and you know, you see the roof damage and you're okay with that. And you see the cage damage. And you see all the damage and you see like the impact shots on the
How
house.
bad was it when you came to your house? How bad was it?
I actually breathed a sigh of relief.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was bad.
Like
Yeah, it was bad,
okay.
It's still there.
but it was there.
You know, it's still there.
And most important is it didn't flood.
and the houses around you. How bad was it?
It's a lot were worse than mine. Like, so my friend Chris, who lives right up the block, he needs a brand new roof. His fence is gone. The pool cage is gone. There was water damage in his house, right?
So yours was
mine was it's a newer home, right? But you go a block. I took Dimitri to a place.
You were there, Dimitri?
He wasn't there.
No,
he was
but
in the
when
area.
I
He's
visited,
familiar with it.
When I visited him, he'll take me to different restaurants.
There was a restaurant it was one of the first restaurants that I took him to. And it was like, it's a local dive. It's really, really well known. It's on the water.
Yeah.
He did nothing but bitch and complain because they serve on paper plates.
Fucking paper
right?
plates. Where the
They're
fuck you
paper
taking
plates.
me to?
It's
Do you know who
European.
I am?
Well, he doesn't have
I'm
the,
grand
Crystal-
ambassador
Crystal
for
dish, man.
Innokin.
I know.
Crystal dish, motherfucker.
But he
Comes to Greece. I take him to all these
He
places
does.
like nice, has actual metal fork and knife
yeah, he does.
I mean,
and
that's
porcelain
standard.
plates
He
and
does.
delicious food.
But
He
I was
takes
ju-
me.
I was
It's
just-
like paper plates with plastic fork.
So unappreciative.
well, it's a hurricane.
It's a
damaged place.
local dive. A lot of people go there. I thought he would enjoy it. I was wrong. Okay. Anyway, but anyway, he doesn't have to worry about that anymore because
It's gone.
It's gone.
The place is gone.
The place
How
is
long
gone.
did it last? The hurricane.
Like I said, you know, it started blowing at about 11 o'clock and it went till 9 o'clock at night. It was
10 hours,
It was
yeah.
huge, and
That's
it only moved at 8 miles an hour.
That's a long time.
It was brutal. It was absolutely.
By the way,
brutal.
can I say if this happens to me,
you would get a
if
blowjob
I-
immediately. I mean,
if I'm by
You'd be
myself
fucking
at the
through
house,
whole thing.
if I'm by myself at the house,
you jerk off.
yeah, I would jerk off, of course, and then I would take two things. I would take my money
And your flashlight.
and my computer, because if something happens and my computer is like, you know,
And your phone,
it
but
goes-
it's on you anyway.
the phone's gonna be on me, yeah. But if my computer gets in the hurricane and it ends up at somebody else's house, and then they take it and they
Somebody
plug it
can
in.
find all those pictures
Yeah.
out there.
All the,
That's right.
and they plug it in. I'm fucked.
the brother history.
And I'm not concerned about them finding Pornhub. Pornhub is the least of my worries.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay.
The searches within Pornhub
It would be
for
like
what's on my hard drive.
it would be
the
like
plug.
it would be like Biden's son times 10.
I would be canceled from everywhere, buddy. I would be
Oh,
canceled
yeah,
from
man.
the one-shot show, and
Here's-
that's very difficult.
No,
to
you
do.
wouldn't.
Here's to Dimitri
wouldn't.
not getting canceled.
You wouldn't never be canceled here. And
So
David,
it wa-
and
it
that's
really
the
was-
whatever shot we've been drinking since we
It really,
started.
it really was
But guys,
the worst
just
case.
just
Go
a word from our sponsors.
Yes,
and,
O'Donnell's.
Yeah, the
McDonald's?
problem is we
McDonald's.
still have one bottle left to go.
All right.
Juliet,
We're down
how
two,
long are
man.
we in?
Look, how old are we?
53 minutes? 54?
Let me have your glass.
So it's 54 minutes, and we still have 1 hour to down
my-
this one.
You know what? I would not get new cups if I was you. I would not. We don't need.
Juliet, that
new
would be a
cups.
very, very, very bad
very
idea.
bad idea for you to get
to
another cup.
get a new cup. And the problem is, I have now
She doesn't
two
respond
shots
to me like she
of
does to you.
the white
You have her
berry.
trained.
Oh, did I give you the wrong one? I did. I was a bad bartender.
Yes,
Horrible.
but
It's
it's
a lot of
okay.
work. It's a lot of
okay
work.
because we
Telling-
downed one bottle
Telling
already.
the stories, you know, holding on for dear life to the dock while
Man, that
being
was-
an alligator.
That was
The
the
slapping
fucking
part
best
is
story
the best.
ever.
Oh, I didn't try the new one.
This one tastes
Oh.
like toffee.
I tried the hold on.
What is it? You want toffee?
Oh, this one
Coffee.
is actually
It smells like
the best-selling flavor in O'Donnell.
Really?
Yeah, it is
More than the apple?
What's this one?
more than the apple. It's
Buddy, I would take.
It's a tough nut.
I'm double shoot tough nuts.
Yeah.
I'm double shooting.
The
'cause
name only.
I just had the cherry, and I'm doing this one now. I'm
It's
I'm
good.
double shooting.
It's
Yeah,
good.
let's double shot.
I can't double shot.
It's good.
Listen,
Well, I can,
But
but
look,
okay. I just want you
But
to
look.
listen. Everybody who's watching, David, how old are you?
I'm 43 now.
10 years older, 53, gone shot for shot, still doing much better than he is.
much better.
You're
Matter of fact-
53, man.
Much better.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, unbelievable 53.
I mean,
right?
if I was
Like
drunker,
an unbelievable 53.
I would fuck your ass.
Don't
What
forget.
about-
Wow,
He'd
that's-
fuck your ass.
My
If I was-
Yeah, he's
he didn't even say fuck me. He said
He's gonna
fuck my
fuck
ass.
you in the ass.
If
Wow.
I was
He said-
drunker than this,
David, with your hair, I don't even have to be drunker. I'm all for it, dude. Seriously.
He would
I'm
do
okay,
you
man.
sober, by the way,
I'm okay.
David.
Dude,
So, listen, I'm very.
Oh
very
shit! The coffee
Juliet
one is
is
good.
shocked.
The coffee one is nice, dude.
It is.
I want to
The
say
Top
something
Nuts
to our
is
sponsor,
fucking
Donald.
crazy.
These are good. They're good. But the
He
apple,
likes the apple. He does likes the apple.
the apple, I would literally bathe in this thing. I would
Wow.
put it in my hot tub, turn on the fucking bubbles, and just jump in there and just drink
You
it
have a
right out
hot
of the
tub
hot
with
tub. I
bubbles?
would.
How good
Yeah,
with
I
it
mean, hit the button and
How
it
good would
pushes
it be?
the-
to drink your own bath.
That would be fucking hot. That would be hot.
But how do you think I make watermelon peach the number one best-selling flavor in the Salted
Yes,
Line?
that's exactly how it's being made.
I know how you do.
I would
You
tell
have
you,
some secret.
you know,
recipes
the
in
bottle that you gave me last time when I was here, I literally wrapped it around in my underwear and then towels that I stole from the hotel. Just make sure so it doesn't break. It's absolutely, this is a true story.
Oh,
I want to make sure that it makes it to grease, and it made it in one piece. And
I have a question for
yes,
you. When did you drink it? What is the moment you
I don't know
choose
if I
to
can
do
say.
that?
I don't know if I can
Probably,
say.
yeah.
I don't know if I can say it.
Why-
I
like-
need to drink that
I can
bottle
say-
right
like
now.
like we're really holding back in this
Uh,
interview.
Go ahead.
So we're at the house, and we have some friends over, and there was this girl that was part of the company, and she's like, oh, I don't really like, I have Johnny Walker, red, black, the whole blue, everything. I don't
Yeah.
want any vodka. I want. My light bulb came on. I was like, oh, I said, hold on a second. I have this very, very special.
Something for you, baby.
Yes.
Did you say it in a very loud
I
voice?
did. Yeah, very, very loud. So I open it up. I put the little lid that you gave me with a little spout. That was very
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it has its own lid. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
I'm the
It's
vaping.
high end.
I'm the vaping Greek. Of course, it's gotta have its own lid.
Damn, bro.
So I put it on, and I pour a little shot, one for her, one for me. And buddy, as soon as she hits this thing in her mouth, that's it. We drank 2/3 of that
So you
entire
shared it.
thing. Yeah, of course.
Cool, man.
Because that's how love is. If you don't
That
share,
is.
you don't need love. If I'm gonna drink it by myself, there's no
I'm
love.
100%.
Oh my goodness.
I'm 100% on that.
So I need to get back to this one chick.
I'm slurring already.
Yes,
Fuck
I
it.
need
It's
I need
okay,
to get
it's
back
okay.
to this one chick.
It's good.
I need to
Which
get
one,
back.
chick?
I need to get back to the one.
Phil,
Would you like to do a shot with us,
Juliet,
Julia? Would you like to do a shot with us?
come and shoot.
You yeah? Absolutely. Come here.
Oh, she's like, what
Come
the
and
hell?
do a
did you
shot
do?
with her.
Oh my
Come
God!
on.
All right, here. Wait. New rule. Next vape show, Juliet goes shot for shot with us.
Fuck.
Can you imagine the shots? I'd be like,
The show is going to look like cross-eyed, man.
yes, I said one shot's gonna be hitting like Phil's face, and
Fucking hell, man.
can I have
You
some
know-
more coffee too?
I don't watch the show back because I don't like to see
You know-
myself fucking drunk. No, that's for you.
The last show that I saw was
Yeah.
the bad one. Or what
I didn't watch
Cheers.
that. I didn't
That
watch
was
that one.
bad.
That was
Thank
so
you. And
That
you
embarrassing.
was
know
bad.
what I felt the
Julia,
worst
thank you.
about? This is absolutely true. You know what I felt the worst about on that show?
No, I
It's
don't.
me busting her balls. Everything else that we said didn't bother me as much as like I was really an ass. I shouldn't be an ass.
You would. Oh, come on,
I-
man.
I
You
hope
don't
I
go
wasn't
to
there, man.
orgies like you do.
No, I'm,
Oh,
not,
no,
talking-
he's-
I'm not
he's-
talking about orgies.
He's been wanting orgy with me for a long time
He
now.
won't
I
do
just
it.
like, no,
He
I
won't
won't.
do it.
I won't do it.
He won't do it.
Because
David, you know
God
why he
forbid-
won't do it? I
God,
swear to God.
God
I'll tell you.
forbid. God forbid.
I'm gonna give you an exclusive
No,
on your
listen,
show right now.
God forbid.
Listen, this is a true story. This
God
is true.
forbid his penis is 1 millimeter longer than mine.
This is what he's afraid of.
1 millimeter
He's
longer than mine.
afraid
I
that
will
mine-
never hear the
if
fucking
it's
end of
a
it.
hair,
I will
a hair.
never hear the end of
Like-
it. I'd be like, yeah, hey, Dimitri, this way, but
But-
he's like, but my dick
David,
is bigger than yours.
Listen,
but
what am
my
I gonna
dick is
do?
bigger than yours. That'll be. It doesn't matter.
What am
and
I-
it doesn't
what am I
matter.
gonna do? Like-
It's like it could be this big, this much. This is
You-
much.
Like, do you
That's
think
all that would
We're
count.
gonna be in an orgy,
all
and I'm
that would
gonna come
matter.
next to you. I'm like,
Be
come
like,
on,
Steve,
let's-
look,
who's
it's
is
like,
bigger?
little
Is mine
bit,
bigger?
a
I'm
little
not
bit.
gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this.
Come on,
We
man.
even
All
talked
I'm
about.
asking is,
We're gonna be
let's
on
just,
the
we're
air.
bros.
We
We're
talked
bros.
about. We talked
David,
about.
you would do it with me, David. David,
Yes.
you would do it.
Yes.
See?
Oh, dude, if
David
I,
would do it with
no,
me.
if I
See
did
that?
it with David, I'd kill myself. I like. I think I would. I think I would kill myself.
All
No,
I'm
you
saying is
wouldn't.
that's how
I mean-
bros are.
Like, he doesn't zip his pants. I'm like, fucking, I'm out of
Everything,
here.
everything,
No.
everything they say about me is a fucking legend. I mean, it's widely underestimated. What?
Underestimated.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's underestimated. It's all a legend. I mean,
Wait, no, you're saying it's underestimated. That means
So
it's
it's
Yeah, it is.
bigger.
bigger
It's
than.
bigger than what we think.
it's kind of bigger than the legend says.
Oh my God.
See, that's why I would kill myself. That's why.
Maybe I don't want to do it
Because you know what? Life is unfair. It's unfair.
All I'm saying is that
It
me and
isn't.
Phil have
He-
experienced everything in life except this. And
By the way,
everybody would live
David,
at-
did you mention to everybody that we gave you a limited edition Z60? with,
I didn't,
lights on?
and I'm about to.
What
We're gonna-
number? What number is it?
It's 07.
There's,
07
there's only 100 of them made,
I
buddy.
mean, I
so-
can talk,
Sorry.
but I can't read.
It's okay.
So
There's
give
only
me-
100 of them.
Give me a second. So it's 70.
It was 70.
70, yeah. So
70?
070.
Covid?
70 of
Covid.
70 of 100.
And look,
Yeah,
it's fucking empty.
It's right there. It's,
It's
right, in
right
front of
there.
you.
It's right.
So there you go.
It's right in there.
Oh, it's there. Sorry. Hang
So
on.
you have one of only 100 ever made. You should be very.
So
you should
one
put
of
this,
100.
Yes.
What does that mean exactly? What is it?
It's
Is
a
there-
limited edition.
Is there a number on
Don't
there?
question it. Just,
Okay, all right. Oh, congratulations.
question
Yeah,
it.
good job.
What, the color is limited or something?
Yeah.
The number.
Sure. Whatever. Who cares? Whatever.
You
pick,
don't care.
Pick one. It's,
You don't
it's
care about
70 of
the
100. That's all I'm saying.
With that, if you bring that to China, you get a free happy ending.
Yes.
somewhere.
Yes. And a massage
Uh-huh.
by two
I want to
girls.
get serious. For
You
a
can
moment.
Yeah,
you can
let's-
think of
please,
me and you can
please.
think of me and Phil.
I want
Oh,
to
I
get
can't-
serious.
I can't
for a
wait.
moment.
Go ahead.
I can't wait to hear this.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm
I
all
want to get
ears.
serious. For
Wait,
a
can we
moment.
do a shot before we
I'm
get
all
serious?
ears.
We can.
All right.
And
Okay.
then I'm gonna get serious.
Is there
so-
anything in that cup? Let me see.
Yes. Yes. There is. There is.
You see?
Apparently, there is something in there, Phil. Cheers.
By the
Cheers,
way,
guys.
this is a record.
Listen.
This is a record.
O'Donnell.
We've never done this much.
There's 1-4 left. There's the level engraved on the side of the bottle.
O'Donnell, you should be very proud of this team right here. I
Yeah,
mean, we
I
put in
mean,
a lot of work for you.
You can
a
buy
lot of
some
work.
fucking more mics.
That's right.
Oh my
We'll
That's right.
We'll fuck them up through bottles.
We're gonna get fucking
This
mics.
dude's
next
crawling
year-
over there. Like,
Next
Fucking
year,
hell, man.
we're gonna get fucking Road to come down here
I
and
think
build
no,
the mics in the fucking show.
he crawled. He crawled and he said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna walk
Yeah,
in
he's
front of
like,
the
"Fuck it."
camera." He doesn't.
Yeah,
care.
yeah, yeah.
Sponsor,
He
he doesn't
doesn't
care.
care.
The sponsors
mean-
don't care. They can do whatever they want to.
I mean, he's part of the sponsor.
That's what I'm
actually.
saying. They can do whatever they want to.
Well,
So good.
he's-
Get serious for a
He's
minute.
the
Good.
sponsor. So
Oh boy. Oh, boy.
Here it comes.
here's the serious part.
Try
Okay.
to try
That
to,
I
hold on.
try to
completely-
actually
One second.
try to be
Hold on.
serious.
Let me take.
Can
I
you-
completely forgot what the serious part. Ah, yes, I remember.
Okay.
Okay. So here goes.
Now I know why you keep our interview at the end of the day. It's a
Yeah,
smart
there you
thing.
go.
It's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
When my kid was born, I was vaping on an iTaste 16.
Yes.
So that's the device that you did
It's an
the
Innokin product.
review on.
Yes.
Yes.
Innokin products. And to me, Innokin symbolized the fact that I quit smoking for because it was my kid and I had fertility problems with the cigarettes. And I quit smoking because of that. And when my kid was born, I was vaping on an iTaste 16 and the square ones. Remember?
Yes. Of course. Of course.
And to me, Innokin always remember that how to quit smoking. And you guys were the reason why I started the videos.
That's
Wow.
beautiful. You said
So
fertility
sweet.
problem.
Yeah.
Yes,
I would
So can I ask? Can I ask?
I
a
would
question?
expect with like something that big that you just shoot the sperm
No,
right
no,
into
no.
the egg. Like
You know, the iTaste 16 was named after David. That
it
was
wasn't.
that
but,
was his sperm
it
count.
was the reason
His-
why I started. Why I quit smoking.
His sperm count was only 16 when he quit smoking, and then we named the iTaste 16. That's
but
what
I
it was.
understand that. I understand that because like I remember the first device that I quit with. I remember the e-liquid that I quit with. But I love that the story behind that is not only do you remember the device that you quit with, You remember why, and it was
Yeah, I
because of
remember
the
why.
fertility issue, and potentially that might have solved the problem. You have a child because of it.
I didn't know if it solved it, but
Well, you have a kid.
It helped.
I
It helped.
do have a kid
Yes,
now.
so
So something fucking
Have you
worked.
DNA tested
Something
it? By the way, I
happened.
just want to put that out there. You know, you do 23andMe now. You know,
Yes.
but all this money now that you're making, basically with the sponsors, with the Donald, Coca-Cola, and all this, is thanks to us, right?
No, I don't want the slap. I want
I'll
the
give you
cup. Come on, we're
5%.
almost done.
5% only? What the fuck is this?
By the way, if
mean,
if
What
that
kind of French bullshit is this?
I was thinking if that kid grows up to be a billionaire, we should get a percentage of that,
Yeah, 100%.
right?
We should be
Listen,
getting now. We should-
Listen, I have something very important to say.
Yes.
Right in front of camera and right in front of you.
Okay.
If I someday,
No, that one's yours. That was
No,
yours.
this is yours, buddy.
if I
Okay.
someday
Yeah,
become a millionaire,
You'll figure
Yes.
it out. Don't worry.
you guys
Yes.
both have a house and both have a fucking Lamborghini
Just poured that
Yeah.
right on
parked in
his
front
phone.
of it.
Thank you.
I'm
That's
down.
it.
I'm
Here's-
down.
No,
for
no,
that.
this is your shot. This is yours. I just poured this for you,
No,
David.
it's all right.
Here,
Okay,
David. I
it's
just
okay.
poured
Thank
this
you,
for
bros.
There you go.
So
Hold on, wait here. Hold on.
Let
This
me
is a good
recap.
shot right here.
let me recap. I'm gonna recap for those.
I mean,
viewers.
the sponsor's gonna be happy.
Yes. So let me
Can't even
recap.
speak. So I'm gonna cut here.
Hold on a second.
Hey,
Phil.
here, clean
No,
up your
that's
phone.
okay.
Clean up your phone.
I'm
Here,
fucking drunk,
Your
man.
phone.
Clean up your
Oh, yeah,
phone.
the phone is okay.
No, you have a napkin over there. It's over there. It's on that side. There you
thank
go.
you,
Put it
man.
on your phone. There you go.
There you
Okay.
go.
Okay.
You'll be
There you
So I'm gonna
go.
recap.
It'll be a little sticky.
Go ahead.
Dave.
Fuck.
David was shooting
I'm
blanks. Hold on.
fucked.
Let me recap it so I can.
I'm fucking
My
fucked.
story is so good. You don't interrupt me.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
David was shooting blanks
Yes.
because he was
No.
talking.
Yeah.
Just let me make the story good.
And
Go ahead.
It doesn't sell any books the way you're saying it.
Yes.
When we put it in the book, in our book,
Yeah, and
we're
again,
gonna put it like this.
and
We're
again
gonna-
makes you fertile.
we made him fertile. So.
You didn't.
David,
You fucking didn't.
David was shooting
Vaping
blanks.
got me for
We
but not
He
you.
quit smoking. He started
Well,
making
kinda
videos
you
because
did.
he saw us.
Yes.
Now he's very popular. One Shot Media is
Yes.
huge. And when he becomes a millionaire, we get a house in a Lamborghini.
Yes, you do.
Is that a good recap?
It is.
Cheers to David.
Cheers to-
I'm excited to have a house in France
Cheers to you guys.
in a Lamborghini.
I always wanted a Lamborghini.
You will be one of,
By the way,
one of my
we are-
fucking neighbors.
As a matter of fact,
so-
we're contacting the banks right
You know-
now, and we're gonna fully follow your financials, and we're gonna make sure.
David,
Well,
David,
let
you don't
me
want
get
me
to
as
the
a
point
neighbor.
where I get fucking famous, though.
David, if you have me as a neighbor, you have to lock up your wife. That's what I'm gonna
well,
say. Just
I
put her
don't
in the
care.
closet.
I'm
Listen,
a
we did-
swinger. Who
but-
cares?
We did really good.
You
man.
can drop by the house.
We
It's
did really
okay.
good, David. We did really good.
We did good. I
fantastic.
think the sponsor will be okay with that. Thanks to you guys for watching. That will be the fucking drunken edition of the Smoker Show.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm sounding like fuck.
You
Listen,
sound great. You want,
listen-
you want us to? We'll close the show.
we'll close it
We'll
up,
close. Go
okay?
ahead.
But
Yeah,
even-
close the
Phil.
show.
Close, go
even
ahead.
though I went shot for shot. So let's not forget the first time David and I met, he was going to drink me under the table. Didn't happen then, didn't happen now.
That's right.
Okay,
Fucking hell, man.
thank you guys, all of France, all of our friends here. We appreciate the support. We appreciate you buying the Innokin product, buying the platform product, the new Z60 and slide top. We can't thank you guys enough. It helps us. It helps our families. It helps with the
It helps
with
the
the hurricane,
families.
the hurricane repairs. But and one of the things that we look forward to the most when we come here is this that has become a tradition.
Yes.
This little interview, this little drunken foray that we have here with David, where
Yes.
we really let it all hang out, and we tell it like it is, and we hang out with you like you're our friends because you
are.
okay.
Thanks to our sponsor, O'Donnell, obvious wonderful
Fucking hell.
sponsors of here, One Shot
We're almost
Media.
down
Thanks
through
to
bottles.
Juliet for being such a good sport. All the team here at One Shot Media is fantastic. And like and subscribe, of course. And thank you, David. It's always such a
Well,
pleasure.
see you
man.
on the
Thank you.
Smokers Show as well.
Yes,
with
absolutely.
Phil and Dimitri.
He'll be back.
If you like this kind of
Absolutely.
antics, you can have them every so often. Follow them on the
Absolutely.
Facebook page and also
It's the
follow them
DP.
on
It's the DP show, by the way.
That's close
well,
enough.
the
That's all
DP
right.
show. Yeah,
Yes,
DP show,
that's all right.
smoker show. Yeah.
the
That's
DP
okay. It's
show.
the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what
kind of
DP
the same
stands
thing.
for, right, David?
Yeah, double penetration.
No, Demi and Phil. What the fuck?
Demi and
what
Phil.
It's Demi and Phil.
He's so dirty. Why would he?
Yeah, I'm
think that?
dirty.
Why would
I'm
he think
dirty.
that?
She's the one. She's
Stay
the one,
tuned,
David.
guys.
She's the one.
We'll see you soon on Vapexpo for the fucking hell 16 edition.
Yes, that one.
See you soon. Bye.
Oh my God.